Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance. This one's all about how to repair a large hole in the drywall. It doesn't cover texturing or the final coats, so just showing you how to replace the drywall and how it should go in before you get to your final coats, because I kind of show texturing and more deeper, stuff with drywall in a lot of other videos. So this one's just more focused on replacing the drywall for a big hole in the wall. So here goes. Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance. Got a hole in the wall to fix. I'm going to show you. Drywall usually comes in the most common sizes, or two different sizes. This is 1/2 inch, and then there's 5/8. So this one is the interior wall, and it's 1/2 inch. Bathrooms and kitchens a lot of times is 5/8, and bathrooms and kitchens is green board. This is regular drywall. When you install your drywall, you want the cardboard portion towards the back, and then the colored side, this one's gray. If it's green board, it's going to be green. You want that facing out to the interior. So, and as you can see, the paper or cardboard colored section of the drywall is on the inside. So anyway, this, I'm going to cut my hole just larger to fit, and there's a couple ways to do this, but you can use clips, or you can use other pieces of wood to screw your drywall to, and a lot of times you can take it to the side of a stud and then add another board to the side of the stud and then secure your drywall to that. There's definitely a few different ways to get it done. So what we're going to do is trace our deal here, and we're going to cut it out and change it out. You can see we have a stud here, so I can take it back to that stud, and that should work just right. All right. Okay, so tearing out my piece, I'm right to the stud right here. It's going to work perfect to line it up and then trace it on, get it in. And now we're going to cut it out. This we just need to score it. By using two hands, and we know we're not going to slip and anything funky. Okay, so now I've got it scored. Got a trash bag here. We can get rid of all the trash. And I'm going to be using a trash bag down below. Just started with that to begin with, just to keep the area nice and neat. Obviously we're going to need to texture and do other stuff, so I'll just make this all work out much better. There we go. through that. And this is like right on the stud, so that's kind of good. Since we got overlap on the stud, that'll make that easy. Sometimes you can attach another piece of wood to the side here, and that way you can install to that. Clean up our edges a little bit here. Corner. And then we'll dry fit our board in. We don't want it too tight. We don't want to have to force anything. Looks like I need a little bit more material out of right here. On this side here. Looks like I could use a little bit more off the bottom here. Good. Just gotta clean this side up. A little in this corner right here. There we go. We're in. Okay, so now we can attach a piece of wood here, And we can also put a couple pieces of wood here and here, and that way everything will be nice and solid. It'll be just like new. Now we'll overlap our end portions, the joints, tape it up, mud it up. We'll be all set. Okay, this board is kind of way overkill, but it will do the trick. So I'm just going to set it up in there. And normally I would just take a 2x4 and attach it to the side here. For this one, I'm just going to anchor to the deal, just like so. And then our drywall can attach to that, so it's nice and easy. I like it nice and strong. You know, overkill is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a thing. So here it goes. And as soon as I can find my drywall screws, which I wrapped up in a towel here. And here we go. I'm just going to position it so that that little doodad doesn't get in my way. And just kind of push it so. And we want to sink it just below the surface of the existing drywall. Just like that, just dimpled, just so we can cover it, but so that it doesn't weaken the drywall. And do the same up top. Again, just dimpling it under the surface. Okay, now it's nice and tight there. Now, since this one isn't anchored into that 2x4, I'm just going to drive a screw directly right behind the board, right here. And that way it can't be pushed in. So that's that. And now when I screw my drywall to it, feel a little, like it's sticking out a little. Right here. Yeah, right there. That's kind of weird. I'll rotate it this way. This has a beveled end for joining normally where the joint would be, and that way you can fill that joint in with drywall to bring it flush. So I went ahead and put that joint portion down. That way everything lines up good there. Going to get a much better finish for us. So here we go. Again, we're just dimpling it, not driving it too far. I don't think I got it. Got it that time. Okay. Again, just dimpled there. That's all we need. Nice and strong. Now ready to mud it up. Now what I have is drywall mud. It's a 2 parts water and 2 parts powder, 1 part water mix. And I also have some drywall tape, drywall joint tape. So we'll add that. And we'll tape up our edges as soon as I can find the end. That's always the fun part, right? On the roll somewhere. Brand new package. It'd be nice if they folded over the first deal for you or something. They didn't. This might be a long video. That's always the tricky part. Oh, I think I found it. Yes, it is. Okay. So here we go. Just got some plastic knives today. They're, it's not the best in the world, but not the worst either. They do the job. And sometimes if you're in an area where things might get lost or stolen, it's where a cheaper tool kind of works out good. So, not that I'm in a spot where they get stolen, but they might get lost. Break it off like so. This one, it really did angle in there so we can fill that with our mud. Overlap our corners a little bit. Camera overheated. Flash turned off. off this bottom one since it's going to be lower anyway. Okay, now we're ready for some mud. For its powder, 1 part water. So mix it up. And you just want to mix up what you're going to use within 20 minutes. It dries in 20 minutes. So. Okay, now I'll go mix it with water and apply it. Okay, so we'll just mix it up to cake batter consistency where it holds on the knife. It's an easy deal, and it's a good idea to put down. I like to use a trash bag that has double duty. That way we protect our carpet or flooring. Okay, and it's a nice 20-minute mud. Got it nice and mixed up. And apply it on. This one's probably going to take a few coats for sure. But the nice thing about this 20-minute mud is it'll allow you to get everything done in one day. Rather than with regular, like a pre-mixed joint compound, you're going to have to put it on and come back and put it on and come back kind of another day. a bigger knife down at the bottom because it's got that beveled area I was telling you about. This way we can float it. I had my drop cloth down, dropped a good little splotch. Okay, the real key here is getting your drywall compound nice and smooth. Everything needs to be nice and smooth in order for it to blend in before you put your texture on. Again, I go into texturing and drywall patching more in other videos, but this one was just a real fix, how to fix large holes in drywall, real-time repair. Just kind of going through it, I just kind of felt not everyone shows the whole process, and well, at least this is the first portion of the process, and then there's the getting everything nice and smooth. Now, I do show in other videos. My best tip I think I can give you for knocking down the drywall or smoothing it out is use a rag or a sponge, wet sponge or wet rag, rather than sanding it. Sanding it creates a lot of dust and makes a huge mess, and using the Kung Fu maintenance method of the wet sponge or wet rag just creates a lot less dust, and it's very effective. Works really good. Anyway, thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. Sometimes it takes 3 coats, 4 coats, 5 coats to really get it nice and smooth, but again, that's the key to having your texture blend in and everything hide back to its normal deal. And then of course there's the texturing itself, which again I cover in other videos. So thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. Over now.